Hello again, thanks for joining. So you're not going to believe what Ellis Clark did. So just to recap, this is a model that I bought second hand from Ellis Clark Trains at Model Rail Scotland, and it was one of a number of different locomotives and rolling stock I bought second hand from them at that show. Now I've bought loads of stuff from Ellis Clark Trains in the past, and I've made a joke that I think Ellis has actually taken more money off me than Jeremy Hunt. I'm not sure that's quite true, but he's certainly had a lot of money from me, but I've had a lot of great stuff from him as well. When you're buying second-hand stuff, you always run the risk of getting something that possibly is a bit broken or doesn't run that good. And you've seen a number of things on this channel where I've done up models which I've bought from Ellis Clark and got them running fine. And I think there's an acceptable level of fixing up that kind of needs to be done if you're buying second hand. And you are getting something cheaper, and that's just the risk you take. But this one was a bit different because it didn't have a motor at all. It wasn't a case that it could be fixed up and got to run. It just wouldn't have run no matter what. And I paid £35 for this, and because it was in the plastic wrap, I couldn't actually check whether it had a motor or not, and I only noticed afterwards, after the show had long finished and I'd got round to actually opening up this model. But one of the surprising things was that Ellis Clark themselves posted up underneath that video, and they posted this comment. So it was great that he apologised that there was some problems with this, and they did say the odd one slips through the net. Now that's absolutely true, because I've bought so much from Ellis Clark and never had these kind of problems before. Now they did mention that they have a 6-month mechanical warranty on all our pre-owned locos, and that's really quite surprising, and I don't know how they can actually do that and still make a profit, but good for them. So I took them up on the offer and sent them an email, and they mailed straight back, and this is an incredible exchange where without any problems whatsoever they offered a full refund on this locomotive. Now I did inquire with them whether I should send the locomotive back to them. I was quite happy to do that, but they didn't mention anything at all about returning it and just sent through a refund of £35. Absolutely fantastic customer service from Ellis Clark. And I've also got this locomotive which is still going to have to sit on the shelf for a little while until I figure out how to fit a motor to this. But I have a project which I'm going to start quite soon which might free up a spare motor which could be put into this locomotive, and I'll certainly update this channel with progress on both of those two projects as I progress. This has been a fantastic example of good customer service from Ellis Clark Trains. They've held their hands up and gone the extra mile just to refund that money, and allowed me to keep the locomotive as well. So top marks for Ellis Clark Trains. It's understandable sometimes when things slip through the net, but it's a real measure of the company, what they do when something goes wrong. Ellis Clark have done the absolute best and gone extra as well. So thanks very much to Ellis Clark Trains. As usual, I would totally recommend them, and I would certainly buy from them again, regardless of what happened here. So I hope you guys found this little story interesting, and maybe it'll reassure you as well that customer service from Ellis Clark Trains seems to be their top priority, and while buying second hand, it does come with some risks. It's good that if you're buying from a company, they do something about it if it goes wrong. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.